qualified teachers use innovative methods that keep the minds and hearts of our students engaged. Our cafeteria isn't just a place to eat. It's a hub of nourishment and community. Our sports activities are always filled with fun and creativity that promote teamwork and confidence in every child. With access to the latest educational software, learners are prepared for the digital age with confidence and creativity, empowering students with skills in and out of the classroom. Swimming is a life skill that is cardinal for survival. Our ballet programs teaches more than just dance. It installs grace, discipline, and expression. The heart of knowledge builds in our school library with a wide collection of fiction, non-fiction, reference material, and digital resources. Our school offers exciting and safe playground facilities for both ECE and primary students. Safety is our top priority, and our drivers are carefully selected for their professionalism and commitment to the well-being of our students. At Christ Life School, we believe education is not just about passing exams. It's about preparation. So, if you are looking for a school that feels like home, where your child will be known, loved, and challenged to reach their highest potential, then Christ Life School is the place.
Good evening and welcome to Cbc TV Main News. My names are Chansa Maimbo. The headlines. President Hichilema urges formalization of Zambia's small-scale mining. Zambia and Eswatini signed defense and security MOU. Zambia pushes climate solutions at Africa Summit. And now the news in detail. President Hakainde Hichilema has urged artisanal miners to formalize their operations, warning that illegal mining will not be tolerated. Speaking at the opening of the Artisanal and Small-Scale Mining Conference in Lusaka, he said that structured mining with proper market access is key to boosting Zambia's economic growth. Since 2021, over 1,400 small-scale mining licenses have been issued under the New Dawn government, and the president emphasized that licensing must be transparent and efficient. The Ministry of Mines has also launched a pit-side mining manual to standardize operations, promote safety, and curb illegal mining. The two-day conference is held under the theme Unlocking ASM Potential for Inclusive and Sustainable Development. More in this report. Zambia and Eswatini have signed a memorandum of understanding to establish a joint permanent commission on defense and security. The agreement was signed today at the Ministry of Defense headquarters in Lozeta, Eswatini, by Zambia's Defense Minister Ambrose Luigi Lufuma and Eswatini's Acting Minister of Defense Folile Shakantu. The new commission aims to strengthen peace, security, and cooperation between the two countries. Minister Lufuma said President Hakainde Hichilema's foreign policy prioritizes good relations to promote trade, development, and regional stability. The MOU follows 7 previous agreements signed after President Hichilema's 2022 state visit to Eswatini and King Mswati III's 2023 visit to Zambia. And the King Mswati III's 2023 visit to Zambia, further deepening ties between the two nations. More in this report.
you very
Thank
much,
you very
Honourable
much,
Minister.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Eswatini to share strong, long-lasting and bilateral relations rooted in friendship and common principles and values. The two countries collaborate within the context of deepening and broadening cooperation in the areas of mutual interest that include, but not limited to, the socio-economic and political spheres. Because in July, as we all know, 2023, Zambia and Eswatini signed 7 memorandum of understanding in various economic sectors, including trade, investment, agriculture, of our country's defense and security interest. The Joint Permanent Commission on Defense and Security is a significant commission which will consider political, economic, social and security objectives and seek to promote peace, stability and well-being between our respective people. We expect that we'll have reciprocal visits and meetings between our two countries. Honourable Minister for the Joint Permanent Commission on Defence and Security will be successful.
This esteemed forum may recall that our collective efforts, guided by the fundamental principles enshrined within the charters of the United Nations and the Constitutive Act of the African Union, we recall and reaffirm the principles of the Southern African Development Community, SADC, and its protocols on politics, defense, and defense security cooperation, with a particular focus on respecting national sovereignty, territorial integrity, political independence, and the vital tenets of non-aggression and non-interference in internal affairs of our respective countries. These principles are not merely words, but they are a bedrock of stable and prosperous nations and are the light and guides our collaborative.
Minister of Health Dr. Elijah Muchima has witnessed the delivery of X-ray machines to 3 health facilities in Ekeleji district. The X-ray machines were delivered to Keleni Mission Hospital, Chiwondu Mission Healthcare and Mwenilungu Healthcare Center. This development has excited the people of Ekeleji constituency, who are eager to see continued progress and growth. The delivery of these X-ray machines is part of the ongoing modernization of medical equipment in the country. The minister's presence at the delivery ceremony underscores the government's commitment to improving healthcare services. The people of Ekeleji constituency have welcomed this development, and it is expected to enhance diagnostic capabilities and improve healthcare outcomes. More in this report. Mulungushi University last night held a candlelight memorial service to honor the late Gideon Walia, a 4th-year microbiology student. The ceremony began with a solemn procession from the School of Natural Sciences, where hundreds of students marched in quiet reverence, each holding a candlelight. This, a powerful symbol of respect and solidarity, set the tone for a heartfelt tribute to Gideon's life. The memorial service featured prayers, tributes, and reflections on Gideon's life. The Deputy Vice Chancellor, Professor Patricia Mokwato, urged the community to remain united and supportive during this challenging period. The University Union President, Busuma Mulenga, delivered a moving address on behalf of the student body, highlighting the collective sorrow felt throughout the campus. Friends and classmates shared touching tributes, painting a portrait of Gideon as a diligent and promising individual. The ceremony concluded with a moment of silence and a collective prayer, lifting up Gideon's family and seeking strength and solace for all students affected by this profound loss. More in this report.
In a display of unity and remembrance, Mulungushi University community gathered for a candlelight memorial service honoring the late Gideon Walia, a dedicated fourth-year microbiology student whose recent disappearance ended in tragedy. Among those present was the Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Professor Patricia Katoa Mokwato, who stood alongside students in their grief, urging the community to remain united and supportive during this challenging period.
On behalf of Mulungushi University, we wish to express our sadness at the loss of our fourth-year student, Gideon Walia. Gideon was almost completing his university education. As such, as the university, we are saddened. Even the family is so saddened. But for me, I have a word of encouragement to the students. We understand that the university life is so stressful, and they go through a lot of stress. The academics are so stressful. They also have financial stressors. They, as growing, transitioning from childhood also to adulthood, they experience a lot of stress. But I'd like to encourage those students that whenever they have any problem like that, they are free to approach any fellow student, but above all, we have counselors that are trained to handle different situations. Beyond the counselors, we are here as university administrators also to support, because when students are going through training, the parents have actually entrusted them to us. As such, we are available to counsel them and to help them so that we don't see such incidences like we have seen now. That's my word of counsel for the students. Thank you.
Friends, we take our first set of commercials. I'll be right back.
In a world filled with noise, CBC is a voice of hope, truth, and transformation. We are a dynamic, purpose-driven broadcaster bringing you content that uplifts, inspires, and changes lives every single day. From youth to professionals, to families and undeserved communities. Our programming speaks to every heart, every home. And for brands with visions, we are the platform that puts your message where it matters the most. We are more than just a channel. We are a movement of faith, of purpose, of impact. Partner with Cbc TV and let your brand stand for something greater. Purpose, integrity, lasting impact. Cbc TV, inspiring transformation every day.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying tuned. We continue with the news. In our local business segment, we highlight an incredible story of Doreen Mbewa's journey, which is a shining example of determination and hard work paying off. By selling fritters at Chainda Market, she has not only achieved her personal goals, but also created a better life for herself and her family. Her unwavering commitment to her entrepreneurial venture has enabled her to pursue higher education, a testament to her resilience and dedication. Through her business, Doreen has demonstrated the power of self-reliance and innovation. Her story serves as an inspiration to others, showcasing the importance that entrepreneurship can have. showcasing the impact that entrepreneurship can have on individuals and communities. By turning her passion into a successful venture, she has proven that with hard work and perseverance, anyone can overcome challenges and achieve their goals. Doreen's achievements are a reflection of her strong work ethic and her ability to adapt to challenges. Her success story highlights the importance of supporting and empowering entrepreneurs, particularly women, to drive economic growth and development. More in this report. From China Market has been selling fritters for the past 5 years, and through this business she has been able to take herself to university and take care of her family.
Muntu afulamba business afunika che yamba nangu na 1000 kamba chila ndama che ingono, then manje ndama ingono picking usunga kangono by the end of the month kanamba kashita bwanji kashita increase nshikakula so ngashiteko vinangu ngota bagi ikulu ya maybe ngabechana ka 10 kg in case ambachana ka 10 kg abameka 25 kg ungamuli 50 kg ya flour. From that ugula 10 liter salad or 20 liter salad, so jabila sukagulisa jandama utabwanji ufaka by the end of the day jandama itabwanji kula na business yako ishakula. Okay, time yaka inacha bengati mungaleni season chimapanga maningi ndama kuchira time yazuba kai time yazuba kumata so nsaba mama maningi ti so ne machanges cheme timapezeka ko nayo but business mankala chebwino ichemushe I can't complain mwandi then abankongo vijaka kongola konga sana kubwezele ko musanga ndiye vimapezeka problem ya manager bacha pangongo echinaleka tugwisa che cash chikulu maningi chenga muri 5 years nimula class peka ku college no series apachalimbana pamuna mu vitumbua pamuna mu vitumbua nikapanga vitumbua niponya chilimba jandama nitenga nendo lipira ku school ku college so na series college yanga mu vitumbua mena mu business mwamene umu na vintu vamu nyumba ugula ko nakudia na kusapota cheba na ku school then tifuna bora nipeza place sabache patanki ya manzi ku market nyoko ni magulisa mankala vitumbua vamushe maningi mungeva ma north meat bipala nako chabe ni semo chabe exactly
Reporting for Cbc TV Business News, Chansa Mambo. Kaputa Member of Parliament Elvis Nkandu has praised local farmers for their hard work during the current farming season. Honorable Nkandu says agriculture remains key to the area's development and has promised continued support. Speaking to residents at the Choma grounds, Honorable Nkandu thanked farmers for their strong contributions to the 2024-2025 farming season. He has urged farmers to stay committed to food production, calling farming the foundation of the region's economy. He also acknowledged the difficulties many have faced, especially the shortage of fertilizer, but assured residents that the government is working to fix the issue. Mr. Nkandu's visit comes as the region looks ahead to another important farming season. Zambia has made its voice heard at the second Africa Climate Summit in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Representing President Hakainde Hichilema, Green Economy and Environment Minister Honorable Mike Mposha told delegates that Africa contributes less than 4% of global emissions, yet suffers the harshest impacts. He said Zambia is leading with solutions from climate-smart agriculture to resilient infrastructure and community empowerment. The summit also confirmed Zambia's innovation to join the board of the Global Center on Adoption, a platform to drive stronger global partnerships on climate action. More in this report.
Acceleration Program 3AP 2.0 is a milestone moment for Africa, and Zambia stands ready to leverage the Africa Adaptation Acceleration Program in order to, 1, expand access to climate finance and green investments. Number 2, support youth-led innovation in adaptation solutions. And number 3, strengthen regional water management in shared river basins such as the Zambezi. As Zambia, our message is clear. When Africa leads, the world must partner at scale and with agents. As we look ahead to COP30 in Berlin, we must present a unified African voice to secure the following. One, a dramatic increase in adaptation finance. Number two, greater access to concessional resources and innovative instruments like debt for climate swaps. And the third one, a fair global system where Africa's resilience is seen as a global public good, one worthy of all investment. We must move from pockets of progress to continental transformation, and we must do so together. Governments, development partners, the private sector, and most importantly, our people at grassroots. Your Excellencies, in closing, Zambia believes that Africa's climate story is one of opportunity, not despair, but scaling what works.
The government of Zambia, in partnership with Zamto, has launched an innovative offline social cash transfer payment solution in Chisamba Central Province. This innovation aims to reach vulnerable households without mobile phones or reliable network coverage, further expanding the reach of the social cash transfer program. The Ministry of Community Development and Social Services reports a significant progress under the new Dawn administration since 2021. The number of SCT beneficiaries has more than doubled from 600,000 to 1.3 million, with a target of 1.5 million by the end of 2025. The transfer values have also increased sharply from 180 to 800 bi-monthly, enabling families to stabilize consumption and invest in small-scale businesses. The digitization of SCT payments, introduced for the first time in Zambia's history, now allows 85% of beneficiaries nationwide and 76% in Chisamba to receive funds electronically. The newly introduced offline solution is expected to extend these beneficiaries to remote areas, particularly for the elderly and persons with disabilities who face barriers accessing their entitlements. Officials were urged to ensure fairness and inclusivity during a new registration in Chisamba, so that no vulnerable households is left behind regardless of tribe, religion, or political affiliation. The government expressed confidence that the initiative will ease challenges faced by SCT beneficiaries, describing it as a direct response to President Hakainde Hichilema's directive for greater efficiency and stakeholder collaboration in delivering social protection. This development marks a significant step towards improving the lives of vulnerable Zambians and will continue to monitor the impact of this innovation. We take another break. On the other side, join me with sports and international news.
Christ Life is more than a school. It's a nurturing community. Our qualified teachers use innovative methods that keep the minds and hearts of our students engaged. Our cafeteria isn't just a place to eat. It's a hub of nourishment and community. Our sports activities are always filled with fun and creativity that promote teamwork and confidence in every child. With access to the latest educational software, learners are prepared for the digital age with confidence and creativity, empowering students with skills in and out of the classroom. Swimming is a life skill that is cardinal for survival. Our ballet programs teaches more than just dance. It installs grace, discipline, and expression. The heart of knowledge builds in our school library with a wide collection of fiction, non-fiction, reference material, and digital resources. Our school offers exciting and safe playground facilities for both ECE and primary students. Safety is our top priority, and our drivers are carefully selected for their professionalism and commitment to the well-being of our students. At Christ Life School, we believe education is not just about passing exams. It's about preparation. So, if you are looking for a school that feels like home, where your child will be known, loved, and challenged to reach their highest potential, then Christ Life School is the place.
Will be losing every day and night.
Zambia's World Cup journey took another tough hit yesterday with a 2-0 loss to Morocco and Lusaka. The visitors struck early and tightened their grip after the break, leaving Chipolopolo searching for answers.
Brilliant goal. So that strike on the turn. Fired in. It came there from the hoof upfield. Real Route 1 stuff. The header away. Super strike.
Today, on the streets, fans shared mixed feelings. Some praised the team's effort, saying the boys gave everything. Others were more critical, warning this is a wake-up call. We can't afford more mistakes.
Coach. Because coach, if you are players at training, na kempo kwa wale players walifanya namba problem ni poni coach bola inatuhariti afya bwana sana waiti afya bwana sana ero chimbi futi wale sinda kwa nama local players don't same players lime umuntu muko te hadi kotana na player na diver futi diver problem diver imitele wa Zambia tairi bwino and coaching tairi bwino beta be basenda komimishi amainta skuzi emu mama players abakari badana abakuda cause ngato abombe abamobene na abamobene will be losing every day and night. At least to apwa komombi to apera ko barabari berera and bakaracha pepira fine every day.
Zambia remained third in Group E, still in the race, but the pressure is mounting. Reporting for CBC News, I'm Walusungu Nalwenga in Lusaka.
At the back, El Nasri turning the ball into the net, and that was...
Since the conflict started. Let me show you some of the pictures, because officials in Kyiv say Russia fired a record 550 drones and 11 missiles that hit almost every district of the capital. It came only hours after Donald Trump had talked to Vladimir Putin by phone, saying he was very disappointed that no progress had been made to end the fighting. President Zelensky has said today that large-scale pressure is needed to make Moscow stop its destructive attacks on Ukraine. Our correspondent Paul Adams is in Kyiv for us.
Well, the people of Kyiv are clearing up after a pretty rough night. It wasn't the most deadly night. A week or two ago, we saw more than 20 people killed in a single night of aerial attacks. But it was a very, very widespread, and it did have the largest number of drones so far, more than 530. It is an ongoing pattern, and one that leaves the Ukrainians convinced that, frankly, Mr. Putin is not interested in any kind of diplomatic dialogue, something that the Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov this morning rather indicated that the Russians were not pursuing that path either. He said that for the moment diplomacy wasn't really working. Of course, we've had this flurry of conversations this week involving Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin, involving Emmanuel Macron and Vladimir Putin, but none of it seems to amount to a hill of beans at the moment. Meanwhile, you've got the British and the French announcing that next week they will be holding a meeting at which they are going to discuss how to strengthen Ukraine's defences, how to improve its military, how to prepare for some kind of foreign force to come here to Ukraine in the event of a ceasefire, something that frankly seems a very, very remote prospect at the moment. So for Ukraine's European allies, if not the United States, all the talk is of how to strengthen Ukraine in the face of ongoing Russian attacks.
Let's speak live to Kira Rudik.
Zambia's Chipolopolo fell short against Morocco in their latest international outgoing. a result that has left fans across Lusaka and beyond debating the team's performance. At the Levi Mwanawasa Stadium, Morocco struck early through Youssef Nsiri in the 7th minute and sealed victory with Hamza Iman's long-range effort after half-time. We went to the streets to hear what fans had to say. Many praised the team's fighting spirit but demanded sharper finishing, while others called the defeat a wake-up call. The 2-0 loss leaves Morocco top of Group E and Zambia third, making their next clash against Tanzania in Dar es Salaam a must-win. That note brings us to the end of the main news, but before we go, here's a recap of the headlines. President Hichilema urges formalization of Zambia's small-scale mining. Zambia and Eswatini signed defense and security MOU. Zambia pushes climate solutions at Africa Summit. Good night, thank you for watching, and God bless Zambia.